Here we are, it's May 20th, 2026. I'm Scott McFarland here at the Capitol. Outside it's roughly, give or take, 8 trillion degrees, even though it's May. Inside we have air conditioning and we have third-term Democratic Congressman from Massachusetts, from Fall River, Jake Auchincloss, the Democrat, joining us.
My bill is the Parents Over Platforms Act. That is the technical legal framework to create age assurance with teeth across this country, so parents can, with confidence, set their kid's age in their kid's smartphone, and every single app that kid then downloads has to respect that age signal and create an age-appropriate experience.
I am joined by Democratic Congressman Greg Landsman from Ohio.
You have to prove to the American people that you can govern. Go govern.
Right.
Go get a bunch of things done and prove to folks that this is the better leadership team. But I have said over and over, we should be flooding the floor with good bipartisan bills. So the American people are like, oh my God, they're serious about governing. They're serious about permitting reform. They're serious about, infrastructure and getting broadband out faster. They have serious bills that will get costs down.
We have a group called Bobbies for Change, and they're working for changes to the Affordable Care Act. Joining me now is the founder, Laura Modi. Laura, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell me about your jacket. If you guys can't see it, it says Bobby Letterman jacket. They're
It is
so
a Bobby
cute.
Letterman jacket, and it says Breasties on the back.
Oh.
And the nonprofit that we partnered up with is the Breasties. And to give massive shout out to this group for a nonprofit started by these gorgeous, beautiful women who had undergone again cancer, starting a family, many of them. We've partnered with them. So this is our Bobby's Breasties jacket, and it is a fighter's jacket.
And first, we are going to start out with a bipartisan duo to talk a lot about housing. Republican Mark Alford of Missouri and Democrat Lou Correa of California. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We don't like the Senate too much, and we don't like them running roughshod over us, especially, Elizabeth Warren. I don't want her dictating housing policy in America. I'm sure she has some good ideas, but this is not one of them.
More housing. And the amendments we essentially forced on this legislation are to incentivize the building of more housing, whether it's to own or to rent.
This is our first Off the Floor series. We're asking members what they do, things that they do that have nothing to do with Congress. I'm joined right now by Congressman Mark Pocan of Wisconsin. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
I went to the public library and I checked out a bunch of books from 793.8, which shows how geeky. That's the Dewey Decimal System code for magic.
You remember that? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have like over 1,500 magic books at home. I love books, so I'm always getting new ones. Someday when I retire, I'm going to have time to read them all, but right now I'm picking them up.
And I'm joined here by Senator Peter Welch of Vermont, originally part of the 2006 Democratic class.
That's right, the majority makers.
The majority makers.
I was visiting a family who had major damage to their home in July 14 of 2023, and it was July 14. They were just moving back in July of 2024. The flood came and they were back to where they started. So no, it's really, really tough on the families. And that's, that is why the local control is so important, because the local officials are responsive to their community, and the folks who are affected, a small business or a family in their home, they can get an answer. They know who to talk to. And then number two, they have a sense of urgency about putting their community back together. So the local control component that is the heart of our legislation is something that's appealing to a lot of my Republican colleagues as well.
By Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove, Judiciary Committee member from Los Angeles.
I think it's incredibly important that we are funding training and education in our medical schools. We know that bias exists. We know that women don't get the services that we all need, because really this healthcare system is designed for men and not women.
We are here to wrap up our second week. It's been eventful. It's been great. We can't wait to see you next time. Congress is out next week for Memorial Day recess. That means we will be back here in the Cannon House office building on June 2nd. Hearing no objections, I'm going to ask for unanimous consent that we adjourn the show until June 2nd. Hearing no objections, We are done. We'll see you after the recess. Thanks again.